And welcome back to NaruSaku 4 Life 3G's Naruto Manga Review Part Deus. No, I'm just kidding. It's the James S Cassidy Show with me, James S Cassidy, and the podcast. Although, I do have NaruSaku 4 Life with me as we speak.
Yo. Yeah, pretty empty.
Yeah, pretty empty. See, you guys wonder why these podcasts are so short? Well, sign up and it won't be short. Right? If I can get more people into the party, we will have more intricate discussions, we'll have better discussions, and it won't be so short next time. So just keeping that out there. If you want a good long podcast, I need more people to work with.
We need more Chapter 631 to get more viewers. I don't know. I think that's the only option.
Oh,
Otherwise...
don't do that. I'll be doing like 4 podcasts a week, and I don't want to do that.
That's true. I guess so.
So on to the chapter review. For those of you who haven't listened to this NaruSaku 4 Life's YouTube videos, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, seriously. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not. No, I am. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. No.
Can't make it mine.
But so we got Obito, who takes in the Jubi and is like, you know, Sephiroth on steroids.
You know, I was thinking of putting that music as a opener for my review, like just use a Sephiroth song, but maybe it wasn't that much of a beatdown from him. So I guess I'll wait until he just start annihilating everybody. But yeah, maybe next chapter.
I'll use it for the podcast, this one. Because I got another one I'm going to use for when he actually starts.
Oh, yeah?
Here comes the sun.
You should play that. It's a Jervo's world.
No! I'm trying to get people to listen to the podcast, not run away from it.
I should have been playing during his beatdown, actually. That would have been funny.
It's Obito's world. It's Obito's world.
Maybe if he really does the Moon Eye plan, it's probably be best to have that song. It's like, where am I? It's Obito's world.
I shall be singing it. And I won't have to copyright anybody because it's a parody.
That you can't get away with that, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I'm afraid if I do one tiny parody with almost a similar lyrics, I'll get banned. Strictness is just going off the board.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. All right. Chapter talk.
So he takes in the Jubi. He becomes basically as powerful as the original Sage of Six Paths. Which there's something I want to discuss about that, but we'll get to that a little later on. Then he destroys the giant Jello mold that the Kage's built.
Jello mold? That's what you call that shield?
Yeah, I call it. I know what it's made of because it's so flexible and bouncy and stuff like that. I go, I know what it's made of. Red Jello.
Well, the way how those supposed to be tails squeeze those barrier, it does make it look like a jelly thingy, rather than like something that just like cracks like a glass.
What do you know is Bill calls it zoopity zoopity. Jello mold, it's block the Jubi, zippity zoppity zoo. That is the worst Bill Cosby impression I've ever done, and I apologize for that.
Oh boy. So yeah, the Jello, I guess.
And Hashirama says he's even more powerful than me. Well, no kidding.
I mean, even the third Hokage can't keep that respect anymore. It's like, oh, I hate to say this, but you're right. You're absolutely right. He's stronger than you. It's like if he doesn't say, it's like if their Hokage to say like, oh, if that fourth Hokage is stronger than you. It's as if Hashirama would just beat him up and be like, what did you say stronger? What did you say stronger? You are stronger. That's what I thought. Because why you have to say like, I don't want to be rude, but you are right that he is stronger. Why you have to say it that way? It made it seem like if he does say it, you will get beat up by Hashirama. It's like, all right, you think he's stronger than me? And then he just hit him with a wood jetsuit. Again, you think he's stronger than me? No.
Hashirama, he's stronger than me, the third Hokage. Yup, we're boned. Just Bender's voice coming out of him. Yup. We're boned. It's hopeless. Abandon ship.
Or cancel out the Ito Tensei. You're on your own.
So what did Obito rip through? Was it just clones or was it the actual...
I think I'm not sure if I think that Tobirama was the actual, and maybe Hashirama was the clone. I'm not really sure. It seems like Hashirama did the Koami and the wood style, while Tobirama just took it.
Like a man.
Yeah. Well, in a way, it suggests that because of that technique and because they're Ito Tensei, they would have been dead. If they wasn't Ito Tensei, they would have been dead. Maybe Tobirama, or not dead, but heavily wounded. I mean, he just cut them in half when you think about it. Unless they are paperweight, like if you do a finger poke of doom, you just see paper fly out. I'm not sure if it works that way, but I don't think that's what Kishimoto is trying to suggest. I'm pretty sure their bodies is as fragile as ours, just paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just reforms.
Well, yeah, that too. So yeah, pretty much it suggests that. Yeah, definitely Obito is sage of 6 paths.
Do they feel pain? That's what I want to know. Ow! Oh!
Well, did Asuma? Did Asuma felt pain when he got punched by Choji? Because I don't remember that. Remember he got punched with a butterfly Choji, and he's like, oh, that's a spirit. It doesn't even seem like he felt anything. He's like, oh.
Just knocked their face off. Oh, right in the pie hole. Now nothing will taste right.
Maybe they don't feel pain because think about it. Haku got sword slashed the exact same way. Did he scream like, that hurt, damn it? Or it's just like, this reminds me of a bad dream. Actually, that happened for real. This sucks.
Well, don't get too excited, huh? Deja vu.
I guess there's one upside with Madara. Doesn't feel pain, but just feel try not to say it in a bad language. Just feels trolled on, I guess. Everything he tried to do never works.
I can't bleep it out if you want.
No, I'm good. I just said it the most possible way, the troll. Because, Madara keeps like, okay, I got an idea. I'm reviving myself. Oh, crap, that didn't work. I got an idea. I'll probably use that trump card, which, if you use it in the next chapter, it most likely will fail.
So what do you think, Shadow? That's so interesting. You really blew my mind with that one.
That does seem very convincing to me.
I never thought of it like that. You have expanded my mind.
I like that part too. But really,
good joke, good one, right there.
But yeah.
Yes, we're talking to ourselves.
Pretty much. That's what happens when you're only 2 men and not one extra.
Wonder Twin podcast powers activate. Form of a chapter review. You think I should just change this podcast to the James and 4 Life show?
Well, there are other podcasts that may have just 2 names, and sometimes the guy would just not show up, but most of the time they're always together. So I don't know. That's up to you. You can call it James S Cassidy / NaruSaku for Life 3G. Though I would prefer like an initial style, short name, because it's pretty damn long. Too long. apologize for that YouTube channel because it is a long name to type it in. Like youtube.com/user/NaruSaku493G.
JSC
Lucy.
ampersand NS4Li3G.
Yeah.
Present.
So about the chapter, well, I guess you could just say it's the beginning of a new boss battle. Starting
A new challenger has appeared.
But honestly, I'm happy with this chapter for many reasons. One, a lot of people, I don't know, I guess a lot of people ignore me. It's like, Obito's gonna die in the next chapter. Or not next chapter, that's in 340. Wait, what were we? 630.
638.
Yeah. People used to say, Obito's gonna die at 637 and stuff like that. Nobody really, took like consideration, like, it sucks that if he does die in 637, I mean, he will go down like a tragic villain and that's cool, but I really want him to fight off Naruto, because I felt like, oh yeah, I forgot I had a feud with you, and I'm gonna die, so let me just do this revival and peace. I don't want that to happen, and have Kakashi just beat him in 2 chapters, or 1 chapter actually. I know they fought a long time, but it seems kind of weird to have one of the longest villain in the series only to die so easily. Or normal. I'll be honest. Even though I did say like it would be nice if he does die in the next chapter. He dies like a big tragic character. When I say that, I mean it about it. Like I would like it, but at the same time I won't like it because I really want Obito to deal with Naruto, especially Minato, which he did deal with Minato in the last chapter. And again, Naruto is supposed to settle with Obito, not because of this whole parallel. It's just because how where they all began. The whole 16 years ago, the incidents. Obito pretty much stole his future by killing his parents so early and so short. So, I mean, come on, why would you leave that alone? I want that to be revisited, and I want that to be settled, rather than like, Kakashi settled him. I guess I got Madara. Well, it's like, Madara don't even care about Naruto. I'll still fight him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm happy that this is going, that Naruto versus Obito. I mean, yeah, Obito's gonna fight everyone else, but Naruto is the main focus, obviously. So I'm happy for that. And more parallel with the Jinchurikens. So they're both Jinchurikens. You can't go more parallel than this. But I digress. Next, the another thing I'm happy about, Obito seems to be the boss in this arc. Unless somebody wanted to steal his Jubi and become another Jubi Jinchuriken. But I don't think Kishimoto would do 2 times the Jubi Jinchuriken. Maybe, I don't know. Right now, it seems like Obito would be the only one, first and last, pretty much. Well, not first, because this guy was Jubi, but still. Yeah, I'm liking this direction so far. I mean, not much happened this chapter, story-wise, but power-wise, we know he's more worse than the Jubi itself, because he destroyed the barrier with ease, he destroyed that seal thing with ease, killed the 2, well, not killed, but could have killed 2 Hokages with ease, and Madara apparently has a trump card, so if he does do it next chapter, it's most likely going to fail. And yeah, Madara is on the roll of failing, so why not fail one more time?
I told you this is the manga review part 2. He's been doing nothing but the talking.
Well, sorry. I'm just expressing. Because my review.
I'm just poking fun. That's all.
my review was poking more on why should I even care about Sasuke versus Naruto at this point if Jubei Obito is pretty much like the final level of this whole thing. I mean, come on. If Naruto gets another power up that's equal match to Obito, how the hell are we going to see Sasuke equal to that? I don't want to believe that a normal Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan user can equal to Naruto if he gets that one extra power up. I don't care he has perfect Susanoo. Again, Hashirama beat a perfect Susanoo with Kyuubi as an armor. Well, actually, the other way around. You can't go more deeper than that. And Hashirama just took it down.
Yeah.
So if Hashirama said that Obito is stronger than him, then that means, oh crap, we're dead. So that's a bad news. It's the worst news you could actually hear if Hashirama said that. People should be crying right now. Luckily, they all Ito, but the problem is, we don't even know if Jubei Obito could run out of chakra because they feel like he's gonna have unlimited as well. So again, why should I care about this other fight? Because for all I know, it could be just another, I don't know, just one random fight. It's like, oh yeah, we gotta set up a score. Just play that theme music, and then probably one chapter later, Sasuke lost. Naruto was like, yep, that was easy. All right, ramen time. Then that's lackluster. It's supposed to be that both of us will die battle. Not, well, you're gonna die, but I show you mercy because you're my best friend battle. I don't want that. I want the first one. So, oh well. We'll see. We'll see. Right now, just focus on this, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah. It's unfortunately Naruto's starting to suffer from the Dragon Ball Z syndrome. You know, how are you going to keep it entertaining if all you're going to do is just keep throwing more characters that are more powerful than the last? I mean, is that it?
Yeah, that's true. I think. Oh, go actually.
Well, I mean, it's like in Dragon Ball. Okay, we're so waiting for the Goku versus Vegeta fight, and they keep fighting more and more opponents are stronger than them and putting the fight on hold. And then we go back to the Goku and Vegeta fight, and it's like, why are we even doing this again? Like, they just completely forgot why they're fighting in the first place, and even in that, like Vegeta ends up becoming the person like, you know, Goku was always going to be stronger than me no matter what I do, so I give up.
He gave up and boom, didn't he?
I'm just I don't know what I'm expecting from this.
Me too.
I don't know, like, is it, like, I could see several different possibilities happening. I could see Obito being destroyed with his own power. I could see, you know, because this is the Ten Tails we're talking about. This is the strongest, you know, living thing in existence, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That only one man has ever been able to top it, and just barely, apparently, from what rereading.
Yeah.
We then got, you know, and then you got Madara who says he got a trump card, which that could end it. And then you have the possibility that everyone's just gonna, you know, jump Obito basically and beat him that way. And some people are gonna think that he's actually gonna go through with the Infinite Tsukiyomi, I think it's called, right? Tsukiyomi.
Yes, something like that.
He's actually gonna go through with it, but you're gonna have people starting breaking out of it, like Sakura or somebody else who's like very good at breaking out of genjutsus and just breaking out of it and try to free everybody else, kind of like a Matrix X thing, like.
Well, I think the whole point, like the whole build-up for Obito part, I think everybody was so scared that the Moon Eye plan was gonna happen. Supposedly they said if they become Jinchurikin, they would do it immediately. But the fact that Obito didn't do it is because it's not even him. I think that's why that one page made it happen, because, like, you know, you're expecting Obito to, like, well, too late, Minato, I'm gonna do it now. But instead he's like, Obito? And it's like, pretty much you get the idea. It's like, wait a minute, that's not even him anymore. It's possibly Jubei.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said Jubei.
And he has like this blank stare across his face constantly.
Yeah. So pretty much, I guess the idea was we expect him to do the Moon Eye Plan, but instead he's doing the complete opposite, killing everyone pretty much. More of Naruto, because if you think if you remember, he's already intimidated by Naruto because he seems like the real sage of Sixth Path. So of course Jubei went after him by keep shooting the Biju blast, and then after Obito destroyed the seal, he even went after like anything else, or he'd even do Moon Eye Plan. Instead, he jumped on where Naruto was located. So pretty much, he's still going after Naruto because obviously he's the biggest threat since he has the whole Biju is inside of him. And again, Naruto's not ready because otherwise he would have been Biju more at the moment, but he's not. So Kages came in, got rocked, and there you go.
Yeah.
Pretty much, I'm saying the Moon Eye Plan won't happen so long as Jubei in control. The Moon Eye Plan won't happen so long as Jubei's in control, and I guess that's what Madara's trying to do. I'm not sure what's his trump card, but we'll see.
Madara just has all these like backups, doesn't he?
Well, to be fair, this is the first time he said trump card, didn't he? I mean, he had backup, but
because he had a plan. Then he had a backup plan. Then he had a backup, the backup plan. Now he has a plan, the backup, the plan, the backup plan, the backup, the backup plan, the backup, the backup plan that backs up the backup plan to the plan. And I was like, what? Okay, how many like, okay, Madara, how many like other backup plans do you have going here? Is this the last one, or do you have one more somewhere?
Well, I'm gonna give him one chance because this is the first time he said trump card. Trump card usually means your biggest plan, your only plan, your only counterattack.
My ace in the hole.
Pretty much. If that didn't work and he's like, well, I got nothing. Okay, then well, they're screwed. For some reason, I picture him saying that like it's funny about Madara because as much as he's like. As much as he's like supposed to be very evil, he's actually pretty comedic in some form of way. Like you got that chapter with him like so excited to see Hashirama's like, all right, Hashirama, it's time to fight. I'll take care of you later. Like,
oh god, we don't need another Naruto parallel.
Yeah, no, but it's just funny how Madara is like so excited and Hashirama's like, I'll take care of you later. And then you just see him sweating. He's like, fine. And then the other, I think I found that 637 funny. He was like, all right, I'm gonna take you on. And then the next panel is like, oh, that failed. Like he's just like, that failed. I don't know. I actually like Madara in that way. Instead of like too serious, I think the too serious is taken over by Obito. So we don't need to have two serious characters. We could just have one serious character and the other one is like serious, but at the same time just. I don't know, very chill-asking, I guess. Because, Madara, he's dead already, so why care?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. That's the right impression I would have if I was dead. Just don't
We've all gotten more interested in Obito than we have with Sasuke.
Yeah.
Seriously, like, Obito's gotten so much focus and story-driven. Like, his story is so succinct that... If you don't know what that word is, look it up. It means a story that has a beginning and an end. It's well-rounded beginning and the end. But Sasuke doesn't have something like that. He's always flipping, and you never know what the end's going to be. But with Obito, it seems like you know what's going to happen to him. His story is boom, 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 boom. It's in sequence. And his story has become a lot more interesting to follow because you could see where he's, slowly corrupting, where he's to the point of absolute corruption, and now he's basically lost even his own humanity. He has lost with doing this. Now, what was left of him as being a human being is like gone now with this. It seems like he's now just a shell of Obito with.
I guess that's why I really like the last three chapters, especially 636. I mean, I know the focus was mainly Kakashi versus Obito, but I just like the whole Kakashi resolution, like Kakashi pretty much, he keeps saying Obito and Naruto is the same. They are. It's just that the only difference is Naruto never got phased into a different person. Never. That's why we saw that part when he's like, oh yeah, Sasuke's gonna die because he's a villain. I'm gonna still rescue him because at that point, Obito would have been like, well, screw you guys, I'm gonna go to the dark side, But Naruto is different, obviously. Naruto is what Obito should have been, but again, his mind is already corrupted enough. So yeah, again, it could have been a nice tragic character end for Obito if the whole world betrayed him, even his own master Madara during the part when he's controlling him. It seems like very dark. I would have liked that, but again, the problem is he didn't finish feuding with Naruto, and Minato didn't get a word out of him, which he did in 637, and I liked it a lot because now we know that it was Minato that encouraged him to never give up, and it's sad because that's pretty much where he becomes like the Naruto. Only later on, he pretty much went to the dark version of it. I really like Obito character so much because, again, he's like a dark Naruto, but without being too much of the same. But he has his own characteristic in some form of way. Yeah. Every time I look at the flashback, it's not the thing I really like about his flashback, his story, is that when he was training to go back to his friends, he was doing what Naruto would be doing, just keep training, keep getting master these, and never give up on his dreams to go back to his friends. But when he goes back to his friends, that whole tragic disaster happens. Obito, instead of using that power for like the way Naruto would have done, he did it in a very murderous way. I mean, there are bad ninjas, but Naruto doesn't do murder. He just beat them up. He's like, oh, I'm so knocked out. But Obito just went straight for kills after kills after kills. Says to praise him like he was a Naruto character rather than to praise him like, oh, that Sharingan is very strong, because Uchiha on this. That's something you always hear from Uchiha. Oh, your eyes does the work. That's not really training. That's just luck because your eyes are so packed. So why bother compliment? So when Obito gets compliment, he gets compliment the way Naruto would get compliment. He's so strong in this short of time. No wonder you got chosen. No wonder you've been trained. No wonder stuff like that. I feel like I'm seeing Naruto.
No wonder you're the main character.
And yeah, I love the fact he's a Jinchuriki rather than Madara because I don't know. Maybe it could have been predictable in some form of way, or it's just the fact that Naruto doesn't really have that much connection with Madara. The only one that really has a connection is Hashirama, Tobirama, and people argue. Even me, I will argue Sasuke has some form of way to connect Madara. So that'll be it. And Naruto has nothing to do with Madara. He's like, it's Madara. I can't really make a talk no gesture with him, or I can't relate to him. So no fun. Just beat him up and the end. Yeah.
All right, so another topic that seems to be brought up, and I can't believe I'm going to bring this up because we have to kill this right now.
I don't know anything about this, but bring it up.
We have to kill it. Okay, we have Sakura asking Hinata what's going on. And for some odd reason, because of this whole thing, people try to bring pairing wars into it.
What? This is the first time I'm hearing this. Honestly.
Yeah. People actually tried to bring pairing wars into it now.
Oh, God.
And it's like... I swear, I know, there's going to be someone out there that's going to be like, see, Sakura's so weak because she can't see anything. Well, she doesn't have a Byakugan.
Everybody with Byakugan saw it. I mean, Hayashi saw it, but obviously Sakura didn't ask him. Well, she asked Hinata, why not? She's a friend. Why not? Plus,
Friend.
And they weren't there, so why not ask her? I mean, come on. Ask the Byakugan users, well, why not? I didn't even see anything pairing war. The closest I ever got, which is funny because the translation made it worse. The only pairing I got was Sakura and Sasuke connect the sentence, but it ends up being a whole new sentence altogether.
Oh, yeah. What was all that about?
I don't know. That was desperate attempt.
No, that is as desperate as you possibly can get.
I mean, it's not like... maybe I'm gonna give some kudos because I did give kudos with the whole, hey Naruto, I was wrong about you, so tell them, and then Naruto says I'm not gonna quit or something like that. You know that Chunin-san and Sakura and Naruto senses connected. I would have given a little credit for the Sasuke and Sakura, but Kishimoto said nope, that's not how I roll. That's only Naruto and Sakura exclusive. Screw you.
But
yeah.
They're not even close to each other. I mean, it's not like it's.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's not like the previous scene where the Alliance just shows up to the battlefield with Obito and fighting Obito, and Naruto's like, Sakura, can you? And she's like, I'm on it, and she's already. That's finishing a sentence. That's them knowing exactly what's going on and finishing the sentence. No, this is them two talking. This is basically. Even in cartoons, no matter what you look at, it happens all the time. It's two characters, two groups of people talking about the same thing at the exact same time.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying, if it connects the sentences, it'd be nice. Even though it doesn't make it too much of a pairing moment, I'm just saying, like, it would have been okay. I wouldn't say, like, this is a pairing moment right here. I wouldn't say that. I would just say, like, well, that's kind of cool. That's it.
I don't care.
I think, honestly...
I don't. I'm sorry. It's just if you're really that desperate for pairing moments and you're going for that as a pairing moment, oh, okay. You know what? Fine. Every time Sakura blinks in Naruto's direction, it's a pairing moment.
Honestly, if we go by that way, even though it's not even connected, I think Naruto and Sakura would have like what? 5 extras pairing moment because of that sentence completion. I mean, let's not forget, they both set the rules of Kakashi at the exact same time back in 246. I think it was 246. If you remember that chapter, he was like, all right, before we do the bell test, the rules is, and then they both said it at the exact same time. Fine. Maybe if you really want to use the sentence connected, or even the exact same time, I guess NaruSaku will have 5 or 6 more extras than NaruSaku. So pick your poison. But this is the first time I hear about the Hinata one, honestly. This is the first time.
Yeah. It's just okay, if you're seeing any pairing whatsoever, I don't care if it's NaruSaku, Naruhina, Sasusaku. No. No.
You can't just have one chapter of a normal Naruto chapter where it's a battle manga. It's like trying to have one normal chapter with no fan service in Fairy Tail. You can live with it, guys. You can. Just,
yeah. Just stop, please. Yeah. I'm happy that the pairing war is actually like
on
hold because it's like a break.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. But I'll be honest. I think well, I'm gonna go with the slogan. Since Obito seems possessed, I'll be honest. I think this is a great time to actually parallel Rin and Sakura because this seems like it's not just for pairing; it's for a story. Because again, Obito really reflects on Rin and Hokage. The Hokage part has been taken care of since the whole. I can make you a Hokage if you join me with the Mulan plan. I think that thing is done for. The Rin part is not done for, and let's face it, that needs to take care of. I mean, just ignore it altogether would be dumb, because again, when you keep seeing the whole flashbacks from Obito, it has a lot of Rin, and a lot of his dreams broke and shattered. So that being said, if you give Rin, you get the win. That's my slogan. You get Rin, you get the win. That's that's how you're gonna win the parent war. Honestly, that's the only way you could win the parent war. You get Rin, you get the win.
Parallel don't fit, you must have quit.
But yeah, seriously though, because this is gonna be grand. I mean, we got the Sanin parallel from the last volume. We got the Kushida parallel from the last volume as well. And even then, I don't even think that parallel with Kushida is not even done. Because, Minato has to say farewell. You probably think about like, oh yeah, I'm going to tell Kushida that girlfriend of yours is the exact same as her. She's going to be happy, as he disappeared. But I don't think that part is done. The Sanin parallel seems to be done in terms of sense of like acknowledging that they are the new Sanin. So I think that's done. Not too much of a Jiraiya and Tsunade situation, or even Uchimaru with Sasuke situation. But
there's a topic we're going to go into a little later about this one, but continue, please.
Okay, so yeah, now when you think about it, Obito Rin hasn't been tackled yet. The only one that did get tackled is Obito part, and that's Naruto. So where's the Rin in this whole story? Well,
you see, obviously Rin is exactly like Hinata. I mean, you could just tell. I mean,
yeah.
she loved Kakashi unconditionally, and she wanted to help him out, and she was so nice to him, but she was so shy because she didn't want to tell him. So there's the shyness right there. There's the parallel, so.
Don't forget the medic. Don't forget the...
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget...
She's a medic. Hinata's...
Don't forget this.
Hair, Naruto's shoulder. Like...
Don't forget she supports... don't forget she supports the loser, quote unquote, to be a Hokage.
She wanted to be acknowledged.
Yeah.
She put herself on the line for her village and ended up being stabbed.
Funny, because Sakura did that in the movie, at least.
Shut up. Rin and Hinata, shut up. We do not use logic here.
I gotta say, I didn't acknowledge this, but I probably start to acknowledge Sakura is a good sub-leader, if you ask me. I mean, she is the one that asks Hinata to tell everybody what's going on, and so now everybody knows that the war is not over. Obito is now Jujukin. So, that said, it makes me remember Pain Arc, where Naruto has lost control, so who's in charge while Tsunade's still out? Well, Sakura. Sakura tells everybody to move out far away as possible can from the battlefield, and make sure, and try to find a way how to get Yamato in contact in order to stop Naruto from raging. So, I don't know. Sakura seems like a good sub-leader, like a substitute. Like, if Tsunade's out, and Naruto's not there, and maybe Kakashi's out, and Sakura's a good choice. And that's cool. That's heroic, if you ask me.
What about Shikamaru?
Yeah. I mean, he's like a... Think as this. Sakura is like a... I don't know, lieutenant, and Shikamaru is like a battle master plan. Okay.
Yeah, tacticianer.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it seems like. And I guess that's why a lot of people want Naruto to be Hokage, and Tsunade, and Sakura and Shikamaru are like the, his right hand man or left hand man or whatever. Like, oh, Shikamaru take care of this part, Sakura take care of the whole paperwork, like a vice Hokage. I don't know. I'm not sure what was the third Hokage's wife job, but she seems like she had an important class at her time. I'm not sure what Kushina was doing. I'm not sure what Uzumaki Mito was doing. Yeah. I guess there is like a vice president. I don't know. Not a vice Hokage, because that means Sakura would have been Hokage if Naruto died.
What is this, democracy?
Wait, but I think you get my point, though.
I am Naruto. I will fulfill your needs. Vote for me. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Being a leader is more than just knowing tactics or knowing, being completely compassionate for other people. It's about being a good leader and making the right decisions when the time needs to be. And of course, you can always have other people be your tacticians for you.
Yeah. That's
times
funny,
of
though.
War.
Yeah, that's funny, though, because to be heroic, you gotta do it for yourself. I never heard of that. Usually, to be heroic, you do it for a lot of people. But you know what I mean? Like,
I thought being heroic means doing something
good. Helpful.
I know what I want to say. I just can't get it out. Like, is being brave when everyone else is a coward.
Oh yeah, that's definitely one.
Is being compassionate when everyone cries for blood. It's just being the good, the moral standing guy. The person to keep the moral standing as it should be.
Yeah.
Despite what everyone wants or believes in.
That's true. You know what's funny? I was looking at this vlog videos, and it's funny how it's funny how this person actually thinks the same way I do in some way. I mean, I understand this is a shonen jump. In other words, you must have fights, must have battles. They're cool and all, but it's funny because I know Sakura has been thrashed for this. Oh, you're just a medic. Whoop-de-doo. I know that sounds like normal or sounds like non-shonen stuff to be cool or to be with, but it's funny how the one guy said that being a medic or being a healer, whatever you want to call it, is actually a heroic thing, and it's actually a good thing. You can't really say like, oh, that's just either sexist, depending if it's always female or something like that. It's actually a very heroic thing, and it's helpful. But again, a lot of people take it as oh no, that medical thing is so stupid. Like, why? In real life, I think medic would be the most important thing in our life. Well, one of the most.
If your job is to save lives, the medic is the way to go.
Yeah, but I guess that's why Kishimoto got annoyed by the fans, because I think he said that he thought he was doing a good job making her heroic, being a medic, saving people. I thought the same too. I know this is shonen jump, she should have more fight. I agree with that. I'm just saying that her being in a medic role is not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. You gotta be realistic because she is supposed to be a realistic character to begin with. So why not think it that way? But no, people want her to, I don't know, throw a punch. Even if you get taken down in 5 seconds, it doesn't matter. At least you throw a punch. Yeah, but at least be useful with that fist, Not like, well, I just did it to plot.
Yeah, and and maybe the argument would have lasted before when we weren't facing the big baddie laddies. Like the Sasori fight, he wasn't the final guy. He was one of a tough guy, but he wasn't the final bad guy of the manga.
Right.
So it was more acceptable for actually her to fight and win. When it comes to now, and we're facing basically the last opponents of the series, if she were to just fight now and win one of those battles against the bad guys, you completely diminish the role of the hero. And that's not the point. The hero is supposed to succeed in the end. So here's the question: you either make Sakura fight, win, and the hero becomes useless. You get the hero to fight. She doesn't. She's medic, and you got some people who are saying that, oh, she's worthless. But if you have Sakura fight and she loses, and then the hero wins, then you're still going to say she's worthless because she couldn't stand up to him.
Yeah.
So so no matter what, so I think he's just doing it the way that he's supposed to be doing it. And believe me, actually, if you really want to think about it, Dragon Ball Z, and I said this, and I talked to somebody about it. Dragon Ball Z, the whole entire series, whether from Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball GT, it has done the exact same thing. It is even more popular than Naruto, and it has the bigger flaws than Naruto has. The females don't get that big grand role. They don't fight as often. They don't win their battles. It's always the men going in and beating everybody up. It's always Goku who succeeds in the end. It's always, and many of the characters in that become useless and just side characters. Look at Yamcha. He was so important in Dragon Ball, and now in Dragon Ball Z, he's nothing. He's worthless. He can't even fight the androids without getting his butt handed to him.
Yamcha got Yamcha. No, I know.
Yeah, and Krillin. He has practically become a meme with how many times he gets owned in the series.
Honestly, a lot of characters stopped being relevant. The last time they were relevant was in the Saiyan Saga. That was the last time, and then it shows that the guy really wanted to end it at Frieza Saga because
Toriyama, right?
Yeah, Toriyama. It shows that he did want to end it at Frieza Saga because the whole Super Saiyan is supposed to be only one. And then when he's like, oh, I'll go on Android side, I guess I'll make more Super Saiyan, But again, you could tell that Dragon Ball Z was supposed to end it short. No Cell Saga, no Android Saga, whatever. They were supposed to end. No Boo Saga. Especially with no Boo Saga, because Boo Saga felt forced in some way. Like, oh, we have a new villain named Boo. Like, well, where was he this whole time? And then he just show up now. For your guys' needs to fight him, right? At least Cell Saga has some excuse, like, oh, the guy Dr. Gero, he was just following you guys so he could program to the ultimate weapon. And today is the day. Well, not today. 3 years later, it will be that day. And at least that worked in a forceful way. But Boo he's there.
Yeah, and on Earth, no doubt too.
Yeah, well, what a convenience.
Yeah, it would have been nice if it was like, oh, Boo was attacking another planet. They finally managed to do it at the last minute, and then send the pod to Earth.
Yeah, the only good thing that came up from Boo Saga was, besides the fan service fights, aka Majin Vegeta versus Goku, was probably Gohan part. The whole Videl. I actually like that because I guess it's the only time we actually get a actual romance development rather than like, hey, this happens. Yay.
Yeah. Vegeta and Bulma, when did that happen?
Yeah, that was. I think
that happened all panels.
I keep hearing it's supposed to be whatchamacallit, a FU from Toriyama, only to have everybody say, hey, I like that, and then he's like,
hey, want romance? Here you go. They're automatically together.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yay, that's awesome.
I'm so shipping this. I'm shipping this. I'm working out.
Tell you what, I'm gonna bring down an alien that's been on Earth this entire time that can kick Goku's butt.
Yay!
It's the best manga ever. Oh my god.
Tell you what, Gohan's not gonna finish, Boo. Guess who's gonna finish? Goku, because you want him back. Yay! So much for old new gen passing over.
Then the Boo Saga ends and he's like, screw it, I give up. Make GT. I don't care, do it.
Make GT. Maybe give me 15 years, I'll probably think about something with gods. Enter Battle of Gods movie. But, anyway. Going off, no longer off topic. Yeah. But you gotta also remember that Naruto is not that kind of battle manga that Bleach or One Piece or a lot of shows do. You know what I mean? Like, okay, they tell you got Akatsuki. They're S rank level. Bam. That's it. There's no such thing as like this. You got S rank level Akatsuki. You got Kasame with his henchmen. You don't get that. That's not how Naruto works. Whatever you see is what you have. And that's the only thing you're going to see from that bad guy. You're not going to see Itachi with his potsies. There is nothing like that. You know how One Piece always have like so many villains just for the other one to take care of? Naruto don't do that. That's what I'm trying to say. There's one big villain. Every villains are boss level or boss fight style, and that's how it works. It doesn't work the whole One Piece style like, oh, I'm a boss level and this is my henchman. So your little friends could fight them because apparently they're in the same level as them. But you and me, we're fighting because we're at a higher level. Yeah. There's nothing like that for Naruto. If you want that, that would be fillers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I still think, and I'll keep saying to this day, if you're gonna think Dragon Ball or some other like '90s, even earlier anime, it was so great. But and you think that Naruto is so bad because of all the bad cliches and stuff like that. The '90s anime and stuff were worse. Okay, yeah, they had every cliche and they cranked it up to 11 as much as they possibly could just for the cliche. Mm-hmm. So, and I mean, I just like I tell people all the time. I go, you're blaming Naruto the manga for all these different like plot armor characters. And yeah, I understand that you might hate that, but in all fairness, Dragon Ball does it worse. Yeah. Far worse. I mean, if you like that, you should like Naruto, because it's not as bad. There's at least some, at least for like 95% of the time, there's at least some plot development that explains why stuff happens.
Yeah, that's true. One thing I always credit for Naruto is that when a hero versus villain happens, it's never like that. It doesn't have that sense of, well, I just gained a new power, or, oh yeah, I gained a new power, or yeah, now I only use 5% of my power. Here's my 50. You know, they never do that. They just gain new power because whatever the plot is saying. Like, for example, even the Jubei gets a plot. Like, oh, we want to be a Jinchurukin, but it's not ready. But I'm going to be one. I'm just letting you know. So if you try to kill me, I'm going to turn into one. Oh, you're trying to kill me? Now I'm turning into one. So it's already set up for you. Rather than a lot of things, it's like, oh, you know, I wasn't using 50%. 50%? No, I was just using 5%. I'm just messing with you. Now here's 50. Okay, now you really pissed me off. Here's 100. You know, there's no BS moment like what 100% or how Aizen do. I mean, Aizen already said that, you know, that thing he has granted more power, but it was exploiting way too much, and the fact they used that part to explain the whole plot for Ichigo was ridiculous in my opinion. Like, oh, how you know this? How you did this? How you been following me? There's no power. Enough said. I'm like, really? That's the only thing you gotta say? Is this thing explains it all? You're not gonna tell me like, oh yeah, because that day you got killed off, or I don't know, something, anything. But you just say, oh, because I have this thing, I pretty much follow you. That's it. I'm like, really? That's the only explanation? It was, yeah. So I give some credit to Naruto.
Hey Naruto, let's go to an outer world so you could pull a sword that's really hard to pull out of a thing. Okay. Well, now you took a month to pull it out. Yay! So now you get the most powerful sword in the universe.
I just want to
break it.
I just want to take one jab at a DBZ, just one thing, and that'd be in Buu Saga. I think the most laziest, uncreative power-up is the Gohan one, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He just sits down and just powers up.
Yeah. I could turn a little kitty into a tiger. Now Gohan is Mystic and can reach Super Saiyan levels without actually transforming into a Super Saiyan.
It would have been nice if it would just stay as a sword part. I would have liked that, training as a sword. I'm like, oh, that's cool, going with a sword. I like the idea. But instead, I got an idea. Yeah. You sit down. I just sit down. I keep reading these Playboy, I guess.
The Z sword? Really? The Z sword?
Oh, yeah, the Z sword. I don't know. That sounds very English dub, as much as like the Z Warriors, but who knows? But again, I don't know. I think that's the worst excuse power I've ever witnessed. Just sit down, and it just happens. I don't get it. That's just lazy. You don't want to.
Like with Naruto, the biggest still to me is the one that irks me the most is just Sasuke. Sasuke's character as a whole throughout the entire manga has been nothing but plot armor, plot plot, not even, I don't want to say plot development, but rather like his entire life is plot based.
Yeah.
It's not like he develops. It's just that whatever the plot needs him to do, he does it.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that his own arc with the Search for Itachi had the worst of it. Like Deidara was the worst out of all of them. He's like, oh yeah, just have the scroll, Manda was summoned, bam, an instant, no less.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? It was like some Yu-Gi-Oh! You have a counter trap card, it gets so instant that you counter everything that ever happens to you.
My lightning has neutralized your earthbound bombs.
You know, it feels
What?
like Sasuke feels
Have
like.
you ever played Pokemon?
Sasuke feels like a first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Character. If you know first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Before they develop an actual card game, they have any kind of rules they put up in order to have Yugi win. Like, for example, it's like, oh, I have a mystical elf right there. And then I have blue eyes. Oh, I have a blue eyes too. So you're going to attack me? Yep. Oh, you're so stupid. We're both going to die. Yeah, oh, actually, you know, the mystical elf was singing a song. So, yeah, that's a power up for my blue eyes to 800
No,
more.
I got a better one.
What?
You have your giant floating structure that I can't attack because it's out of reach and it's blocking all your monsters with a force field. But they can't get out of said force field. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my Knight Rider kind of guy thing.
Oh, you guy, the fierce knight.
Yeah, that's riding that other dragon thing, and I'm going to put him in my catapulter and knock him into the anti-gravity belt. It's not going to destroy the thing, but then it's going to crush every single one of your monsters and cause you to lose the battle.
It felt like a very RPG. And it's funny because the card game,
what?
The card game existed in America before the show.
Rules.
Yeah, the show. Okay, I know.
Crack. We need rules.
I'm not sure if the card game came first or the show came first in Japan. I know the card game came first in America, then the show came next. That said, it was hilarious to see so many BS moments. I think the two of my favorite ones is the Giant Soldier Stone is like, oh, you attack my fish. Haha, you can't attack my fish. You remember, they're swimming underwater and you cannot touch them. Who said I'm going to attack this fish? I'm going to attack the moon. But that's a magic card. How a monster attack a magic card? And he just did it. He stabbed it, every fish died, and that was it.
And pull back the ocean.
And the second,
all the fish to be, and then he attacked all the fish, just burning them all up, and it's like,
and
what?
My favorite one is the Karibo. Aha! The multiply. It forever multiplied. I am ultimate defense.
Fear my fuzzy balls.
Oh no! Actually, that's the second worst. The worst one to me is I know how to beat your ultimate blue eyes white dragon. Oh yeah, how? By doing this. You see this monster card? Yeah. You see this magic card? Yeah. What about it? It's like equipment. Yeah, but that's what I'm not doing. I'm doing polymerization. I'm fusing them. So when I shoot when I shoot the arrow, your blue eyes would just melt, and they just get shot. And every turn, you're attacked.
Because you can't combine a living with a dead thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and you think Naruto is bad?
Yeah, I think everybody should check out Yu-Gi-Oh! First season.
Yeah, again, compared to the 90s anime, where they had all those cliches and all these different things just so the hero could win, Naruto is like Shakespeare. Is like the Shakespeare of manga writing.
Unfortunately, we do have some BS moments from the newer animes and mangas at the time, so we're not that clear. Not all of us learned a lesson. Then again, they're not meant to be lesson learned. They're more like it's just the way the writing is. I mean, like fairy tale.
Protect the eyeball. That's fighting fire.
Like fairy tale. You should not take it too serious whenever the BS moment happens. I think that manga is acknowledged to have fun with his own self. You know, not making fun of himself, but like having fun of himself. Like, you know, like, oh, let's have a good time. You know, don't think too hard with the whole battle because this battle is gonna be easily done by random power up. Like no, most notably what's that fight, the last arc before the time skip. Most notably, it was like, oh yeah, I showed up just to give you that new power up, and it happens. Yeah. Again, even though a lot of people do get mad, I do get upset. I don't get mad because I acknowledge that I don't think the manga is trying to be serious. I think it's just having a good, fun time, regardless how very fan-serving it has become. But again, just fun stuff, and it is targeted for little younger teenager, probably even younger than Naruto ones. So.
Alright, I think this is a good time to take a break. What do you think?
Yeah, same.
Alright, we'll be back. Hello everyone, James S Cassidy here again, and welcome to the AIM podcast. I'm totally enjoying a very delicious burger at the moment. So for life, what's your favorite food?
Pizza. I'm like that Ninja Turtle. I'm missing one. Just like I don't know. Pizza seems like the main food for. I don't want to offend anyone because I'm not being too serious with this, but it seems like it is the main food. It seems like pizza is the #1 food for something that has to do with nerd stuff. If you ever go to clubs in college, like Computer Society Club, we serve pizza. And then you go some other club, like, I don't know, like Latino club, we serve sandwiches. It's like, well, I guess pizza is meant for, like, computer. And then, like, hey, we're going to have Counter-Strike night. We have pizza. It's like, why is it always pizza? Hey, Comic-Con. We have pizza.
Like free pizza on an anime convention. Yeah. She can smell you.
I don't know.
She wants to covet you.
I don't know. For some reason, pizza is like the main source of food for, it can't go wrong with pizza, though.
Yeah. You know what pizza also reminds me of?
What?
Sakura Haruno from Naruto.
Really? How? Yeah. How is that?
Well, if you haven't guessed by now, listeners, we're being sarcastic.
Sadly, I was being serious.
Okay, so... Oh, so he was being serious. I was being completely sarcastic. Okay, but anyway, on to the real topic at hand. There's been a lot of talk of Sakura's power level.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Cue joke. It's over 9,000! Okay. But, people have been wondering, or should I say person, whether or not Sakura is actually stronger than Tsunade at this point in time.
So, do you think she's stronger than Tsunade?
I think she's just as strong as Tsunade now.
Yeah, I guess, I think that's the best way to say it. I'm not sure when Tsunade got her seal, but the fact that Sakura got it in age 16, I believe she's 16 still, the fact that she got it this early, and the fact that Hashirama and Shizude compliment her in a way that says that you're actually more impressive than Tsunade. I'm not saying that declares her being stronger than Tsunade, but it does declare her that she will be stronger than Tsunade. Right?
Yeah.
Like, if she's not stronger now, she will be in the future, definitely.
Yeah. And if the whole theme is about surpassing the previous.
Exactly.
So it's only natural, and it's not like this hasn't been foreshadowed, because we've had many characters. I think Kakashi, Jiraiya have made comment about it, how, that she is going to be more powerful than Tsunade. That she is definitely going to be more powerful than her because of her strength that is now. Now that she's actually unlocked the seal, I'd say she is as powerful as Tsunade is right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just the same as Naruto surpassed Jiraiya by perfecting the Sage Mode, where Jiraiya could not.
So what did Sasuke surpass Orochimaru? Just pretty much a lot of things.
I don't know.
I would say sword speed.
She sure beats him out in being, well, I can't say beats him out in being weird. Because Orochimaru still has that thing with the, I want your body. Okay, but in terms of strength, I think Sasuke might have beaten Orochimaru, but
Yeah.
I mean this as in strength, okay? There is one difference in terms of surpassing.
For the record, Kabuto did surpass Orochimaru, at least.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, we also have the idea that that they may have surpassed him in power, but not in knowledge. Orochimaru has like a vast amount of knowledge to the point that he can do experimentation on anyone and anything.
Yeah.
He wanted to.
Yeah.
So he has this like whole lifetime of knowledge of jutsus and how they work and stuff like that. So it's only fair to say that strength-wise, Sasuke's probably stronger, but in terms of intelligence, Orochimaru probably knows a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, that doesn't mean to say that Sasuke is dumb. He's actually smart himself in a way. I mean, not the smartest out of the team, but he is smart to, like, you know, keep himself calm. Oh, he knows what's going on. I was like, oh, okay, I know how this guy plays. Okay, time to play. You know, Naruto and Jiraiya, obviously Sage Mode, Naruto surpassed that. I guess you could say Rasengan is definitely surpassed Jiraiya's as well. And his father, I guess, unless Minato will do something that's Rasengan variant in the upcoming chapters, since he has to fight Obito now. Maybe we'll have something cool, like a yellow flash Rasengan, I don't know, like something yellow Rasengan, just go boom, something. I don't know. But
Yellow Flash Rasen Shuriken Multiple Fireball Jutsu. Something like that. I don't know.
But anyway, yeah, again, Sakura, and if I remember, Tsunade has to use that seal in order to do the thing that Sakura did in chapter, was it 360? No. I said 360. I keep thinking 300s. 634. Yeah, it was 634. The whole healing power without having to release it, or use a lot. Yeah. So the fact that she has maintained that chakra control so well, she didn't need to use the seal. So pretty much I think she's a better medic in some form or way.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe she is stronger. Maybe we should wait for Tsunade to show up and say, "You're stronger than me." Bam. Confirmed, nothing to deny. Not anymore. Ever.
I mean, honestly, we have not seen Tsunade punch a big, huge hole taking out 50 guys like that.
No. No, we do not.
Okay, we haven't seen Tsunade do that, okay? And, you know, by using some people's logic, if we haven't seen it, it means she can't do it. But then again, my own logic says just because we don't see it doesn't mean they can't do it.
That's one thing I want to know. If the Kage is going to show up, what can they do differently than anyone else? Like, we're here. Oh, crap, we're going to die again. Or I just picture, like, Tsunade lands in that battlefield. Oh, not again. She's split in half. Gara, everyone else is in a position of dying again. Not again. You know the drill. Kasuyu, please heal us. And also regenerate my body together again. It's troublesome. Because what can they do to change the tide of war?
They maybe could perform a seal that only they know with the other Kage to create something much stronger.
I guess. Like what though?
Well, what was it? Like, you know how Goku has his spirit bomb? And the only way that he can make it more powerful is everybody lended their power.
Yeah.
I could see something like that, sort of, but not exactly an attack, but something more like maybe possibly a ceiling again.
I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I actually thought this battle between Obito and Naruto would go down like Dragon Ball Z movie 7. Or movie 8, whatever you feel like, whatever you pick. Because I don't know why. I picture like how many people is gonna get beat down. I don't know. Maybe Naruto have something. Okay, maybe Biju mode is the main hype in order to win the war or beat Obito. So, with that said,
Super Biju Mode 3.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you remember those two movies, movie 7 and 8, you have that big build-up of the main protagonist building up the ultimate power in order to defeat the villain.
Yeah.
And to do that, all the other heroes, all the other characters, side characters and some other mains will keep fighting Obito to prevent whatever come at him. But I don't know. For some reason I pictured that, like, Vegeta like how Vegeta got his back breaking in movie 7, Sasuke would be the one to get his back breaking in this arc, and then I don't know, I'm not sure who would do the Trunks moment. Sai, who would do the Trunks moment. His little knife would break off. Obito would do some glass. It's crazy imagination I have, but for some reason I feel like it's going to happen if Ichigo actually plan to do a DBZ tribute. Just have so many people doing the we fight for Naruto because Naruto's powered up, and if we die, we'll die for Naruto. I don't know, stuff like that.
I hope. Huh? No. I'm thinking. I hope we don't have another the latest Dragon Ball Z movie where everyone gives their power to Naruto and he becomes like the Biju god.
Oh, well, that's movie 8 right there. Like, I just picture Sasuke's like, no, I'm not giving you power. I am the best Uchiha. Instead of saying I am
will never soil my oats.
But then again, I guess that's why I say movie 7 more closely, because movie 8 they give him power, but movie 7 nobody gave Goku power. Goku has to build it himself. So that's why I see, like, for some reason I can't help but see this battle look like a DBZ movie 7. I don't think it will go that direction, but maybe I'm right.
I have no idea how this manga is going to end.
I have no idea how this battle is going to end. I just know. Maybe I don't want to sound too cocky, but this story really feels like it is begging for, quote, Rin, end quote. I don't know why. It just does. I don't know. I'm not even sure. It's not even about pairing. It's just how the story is asking for it. Why not? I mean, you've been emphasizing Rin for the past 4 volumes. Why not bring it to the story part? Because it is part of the story,
Yeah.
People, every time we bring it up, it's like, oh, you're just saying that for pairing. Well, not really. I mean, me at least. I don't really say it because I want it for the pairing's sake. I mean, we're already finding out with 631, honestly. We're good to go. But story-wise, it's begging for parallel.
Well, it kind of would be interesting if that plays a role. Although, that would kind of piss off a whole lot of other pairings, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That would cause problems. See, like imagine a scene where Naruto fights Obito, as he is now, and then Sakura goes to him to heal him, and because Obito snaps back into reality and sees Rin and Sakura, and then right then, boom, another torpedo right into the other ships. Right there. If that happens, boom, another torpedo right there, already to a sinking ships, and it's just...
It's just funny, because, I mean, I know Parallel has been in the Naruto for the longest. It just seems kind of surreal that the Parallel is being addressed in a more blatant way, especially with the whole 631.
Yeah.
we let's face it. While we say like, oh, wouldn't it be nice if Minato would actually parallel Sakura to Kushina? Let's be honest. I think a lot of us actually say that in wishful thinking rather than oh, this could happen, it will happen. You know what I mean? Like it's more like, I wish that could happen. When you say it, you don't really believe it. Not 100% at least. You probably just say it because you want it to happen. Because you're in the fandom want it to happen.
I was just so surprised because I predicted it the chapter before. I was like,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be funny if Minato came in and just compared Sakura to Kushina like right there off the bat?
I think I was, besides the parallel, I think I was more surprised that he even asked that question.
Yeah, right.
I was like, did Minato ask her? he really asked her? Like, I was stuck in that panel before I get to the other panel. I was really...
Wait a minute. This isn't the real chapter, is it? Come on, you guys are pulling my leg. This is reading like a fan fiction. Come on.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's real? It's real?
People waited for the manga stream, same thing. People waited for the raw translation, same thing.
Same thing.
It makes it worse because the fact the translation actually said lover, girlfriend, not girlfriend as you're my friend and you're a girl.
I don't think there is a Japanese word for girlfriend, you know?
I don't, not to my knowledge, no. Well, maybe there is, but it's a whole new word, a whole new kanji, to no less.
Well, I mean, there's no real word to actually just say.
Oh yeah, friend. Yeah.
This is a friend who so happens to be a girl, basically.
Yeah.
Way of saying it. But like when he said girlfriend, he meant girlfriend, as in lover. So.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no other translation for it. It really is. He said girlfriend.
Yeah. Then they waited for the Viz Media translation. Same thing. Pretty much, you got screwed.
Yeah. Wah, 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 wah.
Honestly, I think the only one that's getting the mistranslation treatment for some reason, I have no idea why, it's probably the whole Sasu Karen, to be honest. I was actually a little puzzled that the whole 636, no, it was 5, yeah, 635. I wouldn't even guess that was a mistranslation. The whole, she did stab me, and it felt good. No, wait, that's not good.
And it felt good. Wait, that's not good.
Yeah, I really thought that was a real translation. So.
I just wish it was something else.
I was like, wow, that's a real translation. I guess she's crazy. And then Manga Stream was a different translation. And then I heard the raw translation was different. Even the Viz media was different. So I was like, oh, how the hell we messed this up? Did somebody want to make her the worst female character in the world or something? I mean, I thought we were doing that with Sakura, but can't have those other.
Worst female? Nah.
I wouldn't say worst female. She's honestly, I think about her or maybe seeing guys.
We all know who the worst female is in this series.
And well, I can't say Tenzin because she doesn't exist. No, I'm just kidding. No, she's not worse, but she doesn't really do anything to the plot. That's unfortunate. Her.
Ino.
Ino, I like Ino. What's wrong with Ino?
What's right with Ino?
What's right? We don't like Ino?
I don't know. I was just trying to make a joke because I want people to say, you're going to say Hinata, right? Nope.
Should have said,
she's not that bad, okay? I hate her, that doesn't mean she's bad.
Should have said, Corrine? I forgot how to say her name. The one that beat up Naruto.
Corrine, Karin, Kirin, Kurin, Krillin, I don't know.
Or that the daughter of that Catwoman. Not the Catwoman from Batman, I'm talking about that one that Sasuke chills. That daughter, that little girl.
I don't know. Wait, you're saying Sasuke's going after little girls now?
No.
This kid is
like
messed up.
No, that girl that's with that old lady, she's not little anymore. I think she's in the same age as Sasuke now. I mean, I know there was a filler, she was young, but in this one, she's old. Not old, like very old, but like Sasuke age. It doesn't matter.
Mm. So, yeah, Sakura is as powerful as Tsunade.
Deal with it.
I'm sorry. Unless the manga tells me otherwise, I'm gonna say she is just as powerful.
I'm gonna say she's as powerful too. Until further notice, I'd say she's powerful. Cause come on, that's the reason why Kishimoto have Hashirama, who's like God of Shinobi, or not anymore at this point. But the point is, he is or was complimented her to be better than Tsunade, his granddaughter. So that's a compliment you should take as a good a good source. You know, that's something that if it's somebody like I don't know, if 1010 said it, it was like, how do we know? You're the one that was wrong about Neji, and look what happened to Neji. He lost to Naruto, no less.
Yeah.
Hashirama was the one that said it. It wasn't Shizune only talks about the traffic control after Hashirama complimented. So you need an explanation of why is she's impressive than Tsunade. It's because she's young still, so there's no holding back. There's no 50% for my youth, 50% for my strength. And Sakura's 100% for your strength. Everything else is all cool. So in a way, I guess maybe she is powerful to Tsunade just because of the fact that she has no restriction. Maybe if Tsunade don't have restriction, maybe they'd be just as similar. If not, maybe Tsunade would be stronger just slightly. But then again, we don't know what Sakura unsealed version would look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what else do you want to talk about?
I forgot what I was going to talk about.
Huh?
I forgot what I was trying to talk about.
Weren't you talking about were you the one that made that, you were doing that big discussion about, like, how can the Naruto versus Sasuke fight be interesting after all this?
Well, I already talked enough from the review, but, again, well, I think I said enough to be honest. Again, if Naruto were to get a power-up that matches to Obito, then tell me how Sasuke, a normal Uchiha with an eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, could match up to Naruto. Yes, he could get perfect Sasuke. I get it, perfect Sasuke. But then he just did that to the Kages, and they didn't die, but they get beat down pretty bad. But they didn't die. It's not a end of the world once you see it. It's like, well, time to put mad strength into this one. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not making perfect Sasuke look like a degrading thing because it is powerful, no doubt about it. But again, Hashirama beat Madara with Kyuubi, with perfect Sasuke. Let alone perfect Sasuke combined with Kyuubi. Don't you think that's the most overpowered thing before this Ten-Tail Jinchuriken happened?
Yeah.
So if Hashirama beat that and he said, "Oh, Obito's stronger than me," then if you do the math, that means Obito is more powerful than anyone in there. Maybe Naruto will be equal if there is a power-up for Naruto. I don't know if that's true, but it could happen. If it does happen, then now we're going to beg the question, how the hell Sasuke is going to match up? But if he doesn't get power-up, maybe Sasuke could get an equal fight, but I feel like he still should get at least a Rinnegan. Maybe. I don't know. Something. Because Naruto is himself pretty broken character. But then again, what protagonist doesn't go to that route? But still. Now Naruto's got Bijou mode. Sasuke didn't even see Bijou mode. So just imagine Sasuke's face. He probably just leave the battlefield like, hey, where you go? Oh, he's all pissed off. Don't mind it. So, and again, if Naruto is if it gets powerful as much as Obito, I could just picture him just sitting down, waiting for the judge to tell them you're the new Hokage. Sasuke probably invading, like, I decline. I reject this policy. This whole court is out of order. I challenge you for a Hokage title. Okay. Then you just see Naruto go Bijou, do a finger flick, pew, and that's it. And then just then play the first opening theme song from way back in the Naruto series. Dun, 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 come on! And then there you go, the ending for you. That's your battle, guys.
We are fighting dreamers.
I don't know why, but anime always played the first theme song when they finish up the anime. I don't know why they do that. It's like, oh yeah, we got 4 openings, but I like the first one, so let's play that to close the show. Yay!
Yay!
That's all I can say. I already said enough, and I think you get the idea.
I got nothing.
Okay.
Okay, I got something, but all I said was that the final battle might not be about a battle of strength, but a battle of will.
What do you mean? Like, oh yeah, my policy is a good policy. No, your policy sucks. Mine is
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's just, I know it sounds stupid. I know it is, but if by fact that Kishimoto is not going to make Sasuke's power equal to
Naruto's?
Yeah, Naruto's. It'll be, you know that Naruto is going to hold back. Even though he could go full force and probably kill him, he's gonna hold back. We know this.
I'm gonna be upset if he happened to say, nope, not stronger than Sasuke. I'll just call it BS, because you are. I could understand back then.
Yeah.
I could understand back then. Maybe I could understand. Because Sasuke did attain Sasuno, and Sasuno is pretty strong at defense. Well, it is powerful in defense. So Rising Shuriken could probably crack it. That's it. I'm not sure how much, but fine. I'll give it benefit of the doubt, but this Biju mode, this is enough. Naruto, you're powerful than Sasuke. I don't give a crap what Sasuke is probably telling you.
You're able to take on every other tailed beast by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I completely forgot about that. And now you remind me of that. Come on. He did Biju bomb single-handedly. He was being too boss tier the whole chapter 572. He was just dominating after dominating. It was just one QB against all Bijus, and he's like, oh, I could get them. See?
I mean, if Naruto says that, I'm going to say, Naruto, you're stupid. You really are. The only reason why you're not more powerful than Sasuke is because you don't want to believe that you're more powerful. Not that you really aren't. You are more powerful. It's the whole Gohan thing all over again. My power is cut in half. No, it isn't.
They should just do what they should just make a parody of the final battle. I mean, it'd be the biggest troll of the century, but they should just do it. Like, just have Naruto have Naruto Sakura at the top of the Hokage. I don't even know. I wouldn't say castle, but just call it a house. The Hokage house. Just looking up the sky, then Sasuke just evaded. It's like, who's among you, Naruto? I challenge you to a duel. He dashed with a Chidori. Naruto just sidestep and he just fall off the cliff. Then Naruto just say, so tomorrow night, ramen party, and that'll be it. Kind of like how they did with Avatar. It's like, General Shao, your fate is here. I got the idea to take down the waterbenders. It would have been the most funniest thing, but again, it won't happen. It won't.
Oh God, even I can think of something worse. Are you ready, Sasuke? It's all like raining around them, so you see it's like a 300 scene. You ready, Sasuke? Let's do this. Let this be our final battle. Indeed, this will be the greatest battle ever told by anybody in the ever history of ninjadom. All right, and then everything gets sunny again, and you just see him do rock paper scissors. Haha, scissors, Sasuke, I win. Darn. All right, I'll be good again. Huh.
That'd be so weak. Why would he hope for Sasuke to get this many hacks? Probably his Orochimaru, because he is alive, he is scientist, so make him the most hacks person you ever could make. Sasuke.
Okay, what? Take this pill. Why?
Just do it.
Just do it. You're not gonna slip me a Mickey, are you? Why would I do that? Well, you know that one time. You know what? Forget it. Okay, this pill is going to make you stronger. Are you sure? Yeah, just eat it. Well, And all of a sudden you see him do just a just a Piccolo thing. Yes, I can win. I can take it. Yes, yes.
Let's see. Yes, yes,
Ah,
yes.
so all that scientific study didn't go to waste. Oh, so it's good for your erectile dysfunction. What? Nothing.
You know, I was wondering something. Do the manga cards usually announce that it's a final arc, or they're just like, oh yeah, this is a final arc. Bye. You know what I mean? Like let's see, Ichigo, Bleach. When they went to the new arc, they were like, the final arc commenced tonight, and stuff like that. They're like, oh, it's a final arc. That said, does every manga card does that, or just like, well, you feel like this is the final arc? Good, because it is.
Well, I don't know, but I do know that the Evangelion manga did that. Where like, okay, this is the final volume. This is it.
Oh, okay.
This is it. This is the end. Once this volume comes out, the series is over for the anime. We're ending it right here. So it's like,
I was wondering because maybe because it still feels like we could get one more arc. Because I mean, honestly, Obito is so strong. Pretty much, if Naruto gets stronger as Obito, he'll be tired out after that. Because I think Naruto himself is about to be done with this battle. And the war does feel like it's at its very, 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 very peak. And Sasuke, I don't think he's going to commence to do anything. He probably weak himself, so they just probably retreat with Orochimaru and the gangs. As for the alliance, they probably celebrate, or, well, they can't celebrate because a lot of people did die. Unless everybody gets revived, then they can celebrate.
Oh no, you could celebrate. It's going to be like the ending of the episode 1 of Star Wars. Parades and balloons and stuff like that, and Jar Jar Binks and stuff like that.
This is why episode 1 fails. No, but seriously, I think there's a good chance we still have one more. Because honestly, I do want a break, and I do want like a big focus on the whole Orochimaru, Sasuke, and his other people. And where's Yamato, damn it?
Yeah.
So I feel like we are going to get one more. Unless everybody happens to show up. Hey, Yamato's there. Anko's a wake up. Where
have you guys been?
Yeah. Everybody's gathered here. Hooray. And it does feel like...
But, yeah.
Wait, I think we got one more. I'm only hoping for the best.
I think so, too.
Yeah. I think a lot of people think we won't have one more, probably because of the movie, but... the reason why the movie is having a 1 year break is because it's just the way it is. For some reason, they always have a break whenever they have a manga cut to do their work. Bleach happened, Naruto happened, One Piece happened, kinda, because now One Piece is too big in Japan, they can't take a break. Though they end up making some 3D movie. It looks... I didn't see it yet. I forgot to see that movie. But anyway, the point was you can't really say, oh, because the movie 10 is going to come out next year, that means the manga is going to end next year. Not really. That's not the good source to predict that way. So,
Yeah. You got any questions for us?
Actually, I have no question. But I think I'm going to make up a question on the spot. And this is the question. People have been buying that Smadra Plan trump card. It has to do with Sasuke. Do you believe this? Well.
Actually, the thought has crossed my mind.
I asked people. I haven't got my response yet, but maybe if I get it right now.
The thought has crossed my mind. I'm not gonna say it wasn't, but I don't think so. I mean, if it is, it's a very small chance. And again, we've had things with very small chances happening anyway. So it's a small chance in my opinion. But just because it's a small chance doesn't mean it's not going to be a possibility. It can be a possibility.
Well, what makes you think that is a possibility at least? Why have that kind of idea? I can't really say for myself until I hear something.
You're gonna think I'm crazy.
No, yeah, I hear worse.
Well, I just have a funny feeling that it's gonna have something to do with the Sharingan.
Go on.
And this it's how to explain it? It's like the gods thing from the Dragon Ball Z. Oh, what happens if we take Saiyans and we put all our power into one Saiyan? We can make it the Super Saiyan God mode. You know. What if Madara does something like this? Using the power of Sasuke's Sharingan to take control over Obito.
Well, if it happens in the next chapter, it's gonna fail.
I don't know, because it's not just using his Sharingan, it's using both of their Sharingans.
But this guy got Rinnegan now. Madara.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think it still affects, but go on.
Hey, hey, you know what? Nobody can say anything against it after Itachi did the whole thing with the Izanami. Or Izanagi. Izanami?
Izanami.
Yeah. It's basically a juice just designed for that kind of situation that just so happened to come across.
Yeah, that's the only... I think that's one of the few times that I was annoyed by that kind of battle strategy. Like, it just happened to have it. I mean, they should have foreshadowed it. I probably would have accepted a little better. I just hated how he's just like, oh yeah, I got an idea.
I mean, the only hint that we had was that we knew because Izanami and Izanagi are actually two famous lore in Japanese folklore. You can't have one without the other.
Yeah, but I just wish
it's like Thor and Odin. You can't have Odin without Thor, and you can't have Thor without Odin. So it's like
I just wish Toby at the time were to say that, like, oh yeah, Izanagi, but there is another move, but that's rather a weak move because it doesn't have anything to do with the situation. I would have like, what he's talking about. That I would have taken. I would have. Maybe.
yeah.
But so you're saying that Madara's gonna ask, hey, Sasuke, we could stop that by having both of us.
One other, yeah.
Maybe.
He's gonna use Sasuke's own Sharingan to amplify his own power, basically.
That sounds possible, but I feel like,
I didn't say it was a good theory. I just said it was a theory.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, once Sasuke say no,
I don't think Sasuke's gonna have a choice.
Well, let's not forget, Sasuke is pretty a lone wolf through the whole fight so far. Like, since Juve is pretty much burning up, I want to kill it. No,
yeah.
Wait, I'm killing it. Ah.
But he's also the kind of guy that if it benefits him, he will work with others.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. But I think Sasuke would catch on. It's like, wait, you want me to do this just for the Moon Eye plan to work, isn't it? Who knows? You know what?
What I think the actual trump card is, and I don't know if I'm even going to be close to correct for this one, I actually think the trump card is that he's going to somehow, in some way, use Obito to sacrifice Obito's body to revive himself, Madara.
Can you do that?
Well, remember he said he needed a living body.
But he can't do it now. I mean, why do it when he's out of control at the moment? It's like, oh yes, I am revived, and you just see a big, I don't know, he got 10 tails, probably like 10 stabs to Madara's body. Well, at least I revived myself to die this cool way. Thumbs up, dies. Don't you think that'd be stupid?
I've seen dumber.
I'm just saying. I know Madara is too relaxed, but I don't think he's that stupid too.
Then what do you think the trump card is?
I really don't know, to be honest. Maybe the media.
Oh, you're criticizing me for my theories, and you don't even have one your own. You know
I
what?
don't.
Screw you.
I'm only finding a downside to your theories. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm only saying I don't. I'm
I'm
only
not
saying.
saying you're wrong, but you're wrong. Oh well, thanks.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but you got to also think like the chance could be lower because of this situation. I'm not saying you're completely wrong. It's like
Of of course, but I could also come up with and say like, okay, well here's the Uchiha, where the entire clan itself, or at least Madara and Sasuke, had pulled off things that you would have thought to be impossible to do, and they
so.
pulled it off. You know?
So okay. So this whole Sasuke thing, you're saying that they're gonna combine forces to make Super Sharingan or something?
Something like that.
Mm, it sounds plausible. I would say a low chance, not the lowest, but definitely a low chance. But I don't know. If it's gonna be Sasuke, I want to know why. Maybe yours could be the only way, but maybe. A lot of people, there were some people that talked about why did Otobi needed Sasuke to begin with anyway.
I don't
Like,
know.
yeah, that is a good question to be honest. Um, maybe the answer was there, and it's probably not something too serious, but who knows? Maybe if Madara is going after Sasuke, maybe they'll explain it. Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows?
I don't even really want to venture a guess because anything could happen at this point in time.
So, well, there are people that did say his trump card is revived red. Too soon? They no. Well, okay, I'm not going to say impossible. I would just
I
say
I
low chance.
I don't know to what extent that even means. I'm gonna revive Ren. To do what?
To make him into his slave. Like, oh yeah, I got red.
To do what? To make Obito snap back into his sanity mind and keep him controlled, almost like putting the Hulk's girlfriend in front of him, because you know that will calm him down.
It happens.
I guess
Some, well, I did say that when Sakura and Rin gets parallel and it affects to Obito, I can't really say it's gonna be a good thing or a bad thing. Good thing would be like kind of like how Gohan in movie 3 well it was no parallel, but let me get to the point. When he was a monkey, I forgot what they call it again. It was Ori, I forgot. Anyway, when he was that ape monkey, whatever, and then he saw that Icarus dragon, he was all friendly. So what I'm saying is, will Obito be all friendly to that girl in a strange way? But hey, Rin is Rin, right? And or it could be a bad effect, as in like I forgot what I saw this from, but I remember there was like a zombie or a monster that came back from the dead, and he saw this girl who reminded him the past because that girl happened to be the one that humiliated him to the fullest. So he remembered that, and he got really pissed off to the fact that instead of like suffer them, he tried to kill her. So yeah. So what I'm trying to say, maybe Obito sees Sakura as Rin, so to the point that he goes mad and probably try to kill her probably try to kill her at the main priority, not the main priority, but something Julie is like, no, we gotta kill Naruto. Screw this girl. I'm gonna kill her because I don't like the fact that there's another Rin. BS. You know.
could get a Dark Shadows, I guess.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
That movie with Johnny Depp. So
maybe, maybe Obito would do some Obito Juniors. I don't know why I think that. It could happen. Obito Juniors. Yes, Juby. You got little Obitos just fighting everybody else. Can you send out clones? Because the clones didn't disappear. If you notice that.
huh?
Can Obito send out clones? Because if you notice, the clones didn't disappear. I was wondering he sent out clones. That's why I was joking about Obito Jr. I don't think that would happen. I'm just letting, just letting you know. Obito Jr. is, oh, there's so many Juvies Obito now. Now we're screwed.
I don't know.
Let's see.
I don't really want to make a guess because I mean it's anything. It could be anything. It could be something so simple that we missed it. You know, it could be Sasuke. It could be, you know, Naruto using the Nine Tails somehow.
That could happen. That could happen.
You know.
I really want to know how this.
Imagine Madara going up to the Nine Tails and be like, "Hey, you know, let's combine our powers." Why would I want to combine my powers with you? Well, you want to beat this thing, don't you? Yeah, but I hate you.
Maybe the trump card is fusion.
Fusion? Ha!
The exact same dance. It's like, Hashirama, I know you hate me, but still, let's fuse. Fuse? What are you talking about? It's like, yep, I learned that when I was being old. Like, when I was getting old. During that time when after you killed me, supposedly. So I learned about fusion. I was going to do it to Obito, but he was too young. And his half a body was fake. So, yeah. I need you. You're a full body, even though you're Edo Tensei, but it's still a body. So let's do it. Fusion.
Oh, I got an interesting theory.
Go.
You remember when he tried to manipulate that side of him in Obito?
Zetsu's, yes.
Yes. Imagine if he tried to use that again.
On who? Sasuke? On this guy. Obito. I thought Obito destroyed it.
Well, I guess. I don't know. I'm just throwing anything out there. Anything at this point in time. So it's like, well, what happens if that Toby entity that merged with him split off from him? Which we never even knew what that was.
I think it was. Well, remember, his body was made out of Zetsu.
Yeah, so what was it? Was it like a failed Zetsu clone of some sort?
I just think it's just a Zetsu that's supposed to be his replacement for his half, but yeah, 90 wasn't.
But I mean, it had its own personality and everything, and then all of a sudden it's just nowhere.
Oh, he was like, well, again, it was foreshadowed a couple of times, a very small one, but it was there whenever Madara talks in a boss way, like, you know, like I told you to focus, and you see his arm twitch, so it seems like he was like, you know, getting in there to control Obito. Well, you get the idea he does control Obito, like you're still my servant, so, you know, whatever happens, you gotta do it the right way.
Well, yeah. Well, because I'm thinking of what would happen if Madara did what Minato did, was split the Jubi into yin and yang.
But to the Jubi? Make it. Wait, you say he's gonna make Jubi split in half? Can he do that?
The 10 tails.
Isn't that like a lot of chakra? Because that's the reason why he couldn't do complete seal to Jubi, because of the whole fact that his chakra was too massive. So he barely managed to get yin yang.
Again, it's a possibility. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm just saying.
I know. It's a good one.
It's just, I mean, like if you manage to split them and the power is halved, I guess you could be more manageable of it.
Yeah. True. I don't know.
So.
You know, how long do you think the Kages will show up?
I bet they're gonna show up like 2 chapters from now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll guess chapter 3 of the volume. I guess that. I think the next chapter will probably be about the trump card, because it ended there. Well, not exactly at the trump card, but that was the second last thing you hear, trump card. So I think we're gonna see that next week. And yeah, the Kages will probably show up in the 3rd chapters, and I think there's a good timing.
I have to say, though, Kishima has really stepped up his writing in these last couple chapters.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, there hasn't really been anything. I mean, there's stuff that's been like beyond belief, but there's nothing really been what I consider as pulley. You know, there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing like. At best, there are some scenes that are kind of a stretch, but they still make sense in a way. You know, they still make enough sense that it's not totally an ass-pull. It's still within the parameters.
True. I'm just wondering how he's gonna handle this part now.
Yeah, I'm wondering too.
Yeah, and I'm wondering what's up with the whole. I know you're lying, Sakura. What's up with doing that now at what timing? The timing seems odd. As much as I wanted to see why she has the fake smile. I mean, yeah, we get it. She lied, but what's the idea of this to do that in this kind of time? I guess Kishi already foreshadowed the next part of this manga will be about Sasuke, which I'm looking forward to it, even though I'm still wondering how the bad was supposed to equal. But I'm going to take that later. My point is that, Sasuke foreshadowed that, so at least we know that will be the next focus. But right now, take care of this big evil once and for all. And in a way, I guess Kishimoto is teasing us by having Sasuke saying, like, well, after I kill these things, once I kill these things, I finally could create a new, and then just cut off right there.
Let's just hope it doesn't do a Harry Potter ending, right?
I still didn't see it or read it, so I guess I should see that.
Should I spoil it?
No. I'll see it this week. I'm gonna note it right now. I'm gonna see it this week because I heard from my brother talking about that too, saying like, the ending part really should not happen. Maybe if the ending part didn't happen, I would say one of the best book series. Like, what happened to the ending? It's dumb. I'm like, So I guess I'll find out soon.
I would explain it in context to the manga, but I guess I'll
You hold it for one more time, one more week.
I'll
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe I'll make a thread in the forum if anybody wants to read my idea on it. So I'll even link it in the video when I make it. So.
Guess we're done here.
Yep. That's it. That's all she wrote. Well, that's all I wrote. I'm JSC.
NaruSaku for the 3G.
And please come on the show. Anybody. I don't care.
You could be...
I'm not good at public speaking. I don't care. Just come on the show so I don't feel lonely.
Be Hinata, just be a... broccoli.
Hell, I even accept a Naruhina fan as long as they're, nice.
Yeah.
And not, like, actually give us something, like, debate-ish to talk about and not just, straight out, oh, I love Hinata, you guys don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that works.
Anyway, see ya.
Alright, bye.